What is up, y'all? Thanks for tuning into this video. So today we are going to focus on signs that the person you have is a decoy. Okay, because you know that before God sends you the person that he has paired you with, the devil likes to send decoys to try and distract you, try to get you out of your spiritual realm, and he wants you to marry the wrong person. So the first sign that this person is probably a decoy is that they are not leading you to the feet of Jesus, meaning they are trying to get you as far away from God as you possibly can get. So they're trying to get you to do ungodly things. They're trying to get you to have sex before marriage. They are just not doing things that will get you closer to Christ. Okay, so this person is more than likely going to try to convince you that your beliefs are wrong. Like they're going to have opposite beliefs than you when it comes to God. So this is one that I've heard more often because I have a couple of friends actually who are dating people and have been for a while, and they said that person like doesn't believe in marriage. You'll hear people say like, oh, it's just a piece of paper, it doesn't matter. But in the Bible it clearly states, God said himself, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor with the Lord. So somebody who just simply doesn't want to be married but wants to continue to date you and wants to continue to pursue you and play house with you is somebody who is trying to, get you off your game. So the second thing is, if your spirit is unsettled, then that probably is a decoy, because God is not going to send you things that are going to confuse you. And this is where the spirit of discernment comes in at, because God gave you that so that you will be able to tell if a person is for you or if a person is not. Any love that comes from God and that is of God is not going to confuse you. It's going to be a for sure thing. So another sign is if you notice spiritual changes within that person. Okay, let's say you met them at church and they were, praising God and acting all holy, but then outside of church, sorry y'all, this wind is whipping, but outside of church, they are, always getting drunk all the time. They are partying in a club. They are, using a lot of profanity, or they're trying to pressure you to have sex. Those type of people are decoys for sure. So those type of people are just baiting you pretty much. They acted all good and it was pretty much a facade so that they could, they needed to catch that fish on their hook. And once they've done that, they start to change, because one thing about a demon is they cannot lie dormant for too long. So if it is a person who has a demon in them, or they have an evil spirit, and you are a person who has a godly spirit and a clean spirit, they're going to constantly be at a spiritual battle. It's going to be a war. So not like a physical battle, but it's going to be a spiritual battle, because that demon can't stand to be around your beautiful, loving, light spirit. It's just not going to happen. The two just don't mix. So their demon and your angelic spirit are going to be clashing, and you'll notice that. So a good way to spot somebody that you think might be a decoy is to pray. Go to God with all things that you are unsure about, all things that you are confused about. Just pray about it, and whatever your spirit tells you, whatever God leads you to, don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore the signs, because God will show you 1,001 signs before something blows up in your face. It's just all about using your spirit of discernment. Like, be able to get so strong in the word of God and in the spirit that you can just tell. Even when you are confused, God will show you signs long before the blow up. He will say, here. He will smack you right in the face with whatever it is, but it's up to you to be able to catch that. And that's why you have to get strong with your relationship with God. But don't think for 2 seconds that because your person is not perfect, they are a decoy, because that's not necessarily the case. Imperfection does not mean that the person is a decoy. It just means that everybody has some work to do, but just don't miss the major signs of God telling you that this person is not the person I sent for you. Don't get so weary and so tired and impatient of waiting on God that you're going to take matters into your own hands, that you are going, as a woman, going to try to find a man when it's the man's job to find you. Don't be that person, because it's for sure a decoy. You don't even have to go to God about that, because guess what? He didn't pick that person for you. You picked that person for you. But that is it for this video, y'all. If I missed anything, if there's some signs that you guys notice or some things you're noticing in your relationship, leave me a comment. Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.